Hello guys and welcome. Today I'm gonna share with you my personal opinion about 4 different games. I actually played those games quite a few times and I have very long experience, more than, let's say, between 3 and 5 years experience of those games. And we start with World of Warship. What is good, what's bad about this game? The nice and probably the best about this game is that you can have two of your friends, and probably later on you go into the clan and you can play in a competitive way. You play your team versus the enemy team, and probably you can team chat with all with the commanders, and you get the point. For the average random battle, it's rough, and the whole, shall I say, grinding is from probably tier 7 all the way to tier 9, and the biggest grind is between tier 9 and tier 10. You go pretty fast all the way to tier 4, and then from tier 5 you are surprised and you will face tier 7 ships. So tier 5 ships can definitely face tier 7. However, when you're the first one and the second and the third, it's only +1 and -1 in matchmaking all the way to tier 4. From tier 4, this -1 +1 in matchmaking, it ends once you jump in tier 5. The biggest downside, it's a huge jump from tier 8 to tier 7. From tier 8 you do have weird consumables like the concealment module. I'm talking about module. So any tier ships, especially destroyer, let's go talk about destroyer very fast. And this is the huge problem in World of Warship when you jump from tier 7 all the way to tier 8. Zerra is a good concealment destroyer. However, Lightning has 5.5 with concealment, expert, with camo, with everything. So what I'm trying to say, there isn't any destroyer at tier 6, 7 can compete with tier 8 in concealment. And the thing is, concealment in air is everything in World of Warship. I see you, you don't see me. I pop my smoke, I shoot you, you cannot shoot me because you don't know where the heck I am. The thing is, this is what it's kind of a broken. I have good armor, I'm a battleship, I have a Russian overpower bow on armor. You cannot do a damn thing, but I can nuke you. This is also something that I have to consider. So overall, the good thing is that all are players. So most, of course, you can put the coup battle, but in standard battle, all are players. Something else, it's kind of a nice, really nice about World of Warship is this operation of the week. I highly recommend you, or if you're a new player, learn to aim, learn to shoot, learn to stay together and help your team. I believe the operation of the week, it's one of the best operation, different type of operation that you learn the game, learn the ship types, learn, let's say, aircraft carrier, learn whatever you want to learn. It's a great opportunity to literally be a better player in this operation of the week. And you do have a lot of targets, and you will use the guns every 5 seconds or 20 seconds or 30 seconds or whatever. Something also else, and this is the worst thing about this game, it's +2 in -2 matchmaking. In World of Warplane, it's only 1 -1. Does not matter if you're playing tier 2 or tier 10. You always will face -1 and +1 in matchmaking. Something else which is probably kind of a sad part about this game, it's you have literally 25 different currency. You have Italian tokens, you have Royal Navy token, you have the this Halloween token, you have 25 different currency beside gold and all that. You have steel, you have coal, you have so much stuff. I believe it's not good for a game. The only reason there's so many different types of token to force you to literally not eat, sleep, not do anything, just playing this game and receives those items. Of course, if you're only a casual one, sure, go ahead, but it's easy to stick with. Oh, I have to grind for more coal, I have to play rank battle, I have to play clan battles to receive that steel that it's very rare. And for steel, what you receive, well, you receive those best ships in this game, tiers for tier. You have overpowered ship like Stalingrad for steel, Summers, and so on. Flint, it's Atlanta with smoke, and so on. What I'm trying to say is that for the new player I'm like to say that they will never get those brand new steel ships because they do not probably have a tier 10 ship to play, let's say rank battle or clan battles or you name it. So it's very hard for them to grind this steel. Literally takes years and months of your time to get hands of those overpower, because let's face it, in my honest opinion, most of those ships, Salem, Georgia, Smolensk, Thunder, Flint, and probably Stalingrad as well, all of them, they are overpowered. And of course Black Man. So all those steel and coal ships are way better than the counterparts. You will be able to win easier your match if you have one of those ships there. It's some players said it's literally a cancer for this game, and I actually do agree with them. Some very important thing, and this is probably one of the most important information again, this game is changing each and every 2-3 weeks. So it's constantly buffing and nerfing some ships. Let's say when I purchased this Blitzka very first time when I was playing this game, and this was one of the first, probably the second premium ship that I ever purchase. I had 4 kilometers invisible fire, and now they change that nobody have this invisible fire without using the smoke, don't get me wrong. And same story, I only had 2 kilometers in smoke penalty. Now it's different story. What I'm trying to say is that if you purchase today a premium ship, probably in couple months or years it will not perform, you will not do as much damage and what you used to. So keep that in mind, that probably one ship there is extremely good and doing very well today, tomorrow, or probably next year will be different story. So my Bliskavica, it's only a port decoration. A port decoration is an item that I just look at sometimes and just see how shiny and how good she looks. Never played because she's unplayable for me right now. And by the way, she's not worth those coal. It's a rip off in my honest opinion. But guys, overall I do like World of Warship. I do think that it's a strategic game that you are playing and have fun. And of course all ships, they have their unique strength and weakness, and that it's good for a game. And I will say that this game will survive for many years to come. So guys, no further ado, let's take close to the second game and second type of game. So guys, the game number 2 is the World of War planes. You really feel that you are flying. The graphic is fantastic. I like this feeling, I like the graphic, it's just amazing. I believe in that regard they were giving you the fantastic job. You really feel that you are flying a plane, and that is probably one of the most important aspects of this game. Of course, you have to know your position, you have to know your strength and the weakness, and the strength is this plane is overpowered in rear. Rear gunner is overpowered. It was a glitch a little bit. I turned back to my rear viewer and I nuked him for days. I do believe I will kill him. Not quite. Okay, that's it.
Inbound. Don't let them
I'm a little bit disappointed on my actions, to be honest with you. I should pay a little more attention. He is definitely a human, the Spitfire. There's a little bit lag. That's also the sad part about this game. It's the actually lag. And also the thing is that more than half of all the players are bots or not humans. Sometimes they are more, sometimes it's close like this one. This one, which have weird names, are humans. And there's bombers, there's a lot of things to do, and this is probably also the best thing about this game. Every single type of plane has a role and different kind of firepower and agility. Was a human specialist. What is a specialist? Really, shall I say, pro player? And that was also human. I killed him as well. So I took down two important players, two humans of this battle. Probably one of those two best players and the most dangerous for my team. Unfortunately, guys, like many other games, some, I'm not talking about all of them, but some premium planes are overpowered. They are too good. I'm underdog. Actually, I am tier 5 in a tier 6 matchmaking. Normal case, I have to turn back and defend the base. I'm very low in HP. There's the bomber over there, that's my target. It's two bombers actually. And I use my speed boost. Let's see if I can... Yep, key 102 took me down. He was mad because I killed him earlier. Yeah, it is. You see, that's the best thing about this game, guys, is that the sweet revenge. You kill me, I am spamming him back, and this is the probably the most unique about this game. Sure, you screwed you up. I did not pay attention to him. I should it, but I didn't. Anyhow, it's not the end of the world. You come back. I want to kill that bomber, you know, low HP. If I would only stay alive for 10 more seconds, I have had the chance to kill him. Okay, there he goes. He's a history. And same story with this dude. His history as well.
Step it up. We're losing the battle.
See if we can dive down and kill this dude as well. Kind of a...
Receiving reports about rapidly deteriorating weather conditions. The port will be unable to reach you. Do you read me? Over.
Yeah, he's I took his engine out. See if I can kill him with my rear. I do believe we can. Yep, kill him. There's another bomber. But it was not time. I still believe that. Sure, I was on tier 5, but on my team, I was the best, the next best by experience. Overall, I do believe it's a nice game. The biggest problem with this game is actually the patch. The patches go once 6 months, and that's the sad part. And the sad part is also there are quite a few players, and very much would like to talk about the players. The player are not like World of Warship or World of Tanks, that each and every one are humans. Over here you definitely see which one human or which one are bots. The humans has those weird name, like, and the bots have clean one, like this one. You cannot reply this is bot, 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 bot. This is of course human, also human. Dennis is also a bot. Now he's actually a human, and Glenn did pretty good job. He was a bomber. He's a pretty good damn bomber. It was a bot. So let's say 50% of all players are bots, and only less than, sometimes in late evening you only face 2 players versus 2 players in the entire battle. So that's the sad part. But overall, I do believe I like the economy. Let's talk about very fast about the economy. I received 44,700. This is not a World of Tanks that you kill everyone in your enemy team and barely make any plus whatsoever. I mean, if a great battle, if you win, you can actually achieve even a tier 5, tier 6. You can achieve over 100,000 in pure profit in one battle. So yeah, I like it, but the problem it's the player base. They are too few. It's fun. There are a lot of good planes like the Zeros, and you will have a lot of fun engaging left and right. The graphic, it's fantastic. There is unfortunately some sound problem and some recording problem as well. So it's not perfectly smooth, but otherwise the graphic, it's fantastic. You really feel that you're flying, and economy and all that, it's great. It's thumbs up. I believe it's, you have no issue whatsoever to go all the way to tier 10 without paying to premium account. Sure, it always help if you have, you know, tier 5, tier 6 premium planes, but overall I do like this game, and it's very addictive. So don't install it, you might stick with it. It's the biggest difference. It's this respawn system. You die, sure, you screwed up, you have one or sometimes even more chances to play the game and trying to win all the way to a spawn line. So guys, now let's see the game number 3.